Geraldo, I thought I would start with you today and just maybe take a look at the bigger picture at vaccine development and how just incredible this progress has been. When the mumps vaccine was, rushed, it took 4 years to get that done. And so there's been a lot of advancements, and this is quite an achievement that America can talk about today.
It's a spectacular achievement, Dana, and I'm really torn. I have a feeling of elation on the one hand, of course, that they have done this Operation Warp Speed, and we now have 2 vaccines ready to go. By the end of this week, Americans will begin getting their inoculations. And on the other hand, Dana, I feel a profound sense of regret and melancholy. My elation is that the vaccine is there. My regret and melancholy is the fact that Donald Trump is not going to get credit for it. If this thing had been 6 weeks ago, we would have had an entirely different presidential election. He drove this engine. He pushed these people. He was relentless. Maybe he was doing it in part for his own political fortunes, but he was the engine of the pace of this remarkable breakthrough. And now all of us, if we're just patient, the vaccines are coming. I saw the president-elect Joe Biden talk about his 3-point program, Dana, and one of the points is he wants to deliver 100 vaccines in the first 3 months. Guess what? The Trump administration and their team just announced 20 million in December, 30 million in January, 50 million in February, 20, 30, and 50 add up to 100 million. I wonder where Joe Biden got that figure from. I don't mean to be petty or partisan. I just want you to know that as his friend, even if he may not be speaking to me right now because of my position on the election being over, but I think that I insist that we have to recognize the role he played, the 45th president, in defeating a pandemic that has been so devastating to America and the world, Dana.
Over to you, Jesse.
Well, I mean, I can't believe we're just not talking about what Geraldo just said, and that is that Geraldo and the president are no longer speaking with each other. That seems like pretty juicy gossip to me.
He didn't take my calls the last 2 times I tried.
I mean, that is some salacious gossip right there. I do want to say that I think all of America should get vaccinated. I just looked at the potential side effects. They're trivial. Listen to these side effects. Fatigue. I'm tired. Muscle pain, check. Joint pain all over my body already. Chills, throw a sweater on. A headache? I mean, it can't be worse than a hangover. That seems small in terms of side effects to something that is 95% effective against coronavirus. And the Democratic politicians seem downright giddy about the lockdowns now. They're like reveling in the show of force to send goons to arrest pub owners and salon owners and things like that. So, I mean, how many industries are you going to let the Democrats destroy? They've already destroyed the coal industry, the car plants, the steel plants. You're going to let them go after restaurants now? 20% of our restaurants have closed in this country for good. Where are we going to go out to eat? Going out to dinner is like the greatest thing about being an American. You want to cook? How'd that go during the pandemic? Not well. I mean, you go to a restaurant, you get apps, the bread is free, drinks, hey, another round of drinks, you got dessert. I mean, it is one of the greatest pleasures of the American experience. And if they start closing restaurants down, I just don't know how much longer people are going to be able to take this. And Biden has no plan to help these restaurants recover.